Okay, in this video I'll explain you about methods with the return type, how actually methods will work, how the computer or how the how the computer will understand each line of your code in which way. So I'll be explaining you the entire things. Stay tuned nicely with the concentration, listen. So for creating a class, for creating your project, Java project, you have to click on control N. Control N means a new, see, control N means you will get this, or file, new Java project. Now give the name of your Java project. I here giving Java tutorials. Don't create. Again, new package. Without doing this, you can go click control plus N. You'll be getting like this. PACK. Search for it. Package. Click on it. Click on next. Now give the name for your package. Java tutorials JT. Then finish. Now again control N. Search for class. Click on class, click on next. Now give your class name. See, I'll be taking here one class, that, see, main class. Okay, main class, why I took is, see, you can name it as whatever you want, like my program, can give it, but you have to change here also where you called, see, this is my Java tutorials package. In src, let me go here, Java tutorials, see, Java tutorials, in this I have package and I have class. See, I have said you the shortcuts, you can go by long cuts also. So I have to change the name, the main class here and the main class here should be same. Okay, sorry, yeah. Now let us create three methods. One is for print, one is for returning. See, method with return type means the method which will returns its value. So one integer method, one character method, one boolean method, and one main method. See, in main method, like from main method only the program will get executed, your Java program. So let me create first a method. What is the syntax of the method? Public access specifier. Access specifiers are four: public, private, default, protected. Here I am taking public. Then access modifier. Access modifiers are two in Java. One is static and the other is non-static. Here I am taking static. Return type. Return type is nothing but after you perform a method, if you want to return a value from that method, then you have to specify that value data type here. See, now I want to return a integer value, I have to specify int. It means int data type here. That is what called return type. Now my method name is, now after the return type we will be having method name. Here I am giving the method name as int method, open bracket, close bracket. This is what called method's signature. This is the method signature. Always remember, a method will be ending with open and close bracket. Always remember, and it will be having, always a method will have a body. This is called body or implementation. This is called method signature. Now let me take here, as it is integer value, I have take integer I is equals to 10 and return I. What is here called this? Nothing. In variable I is empty. I am taking C. Now I is empty. This is called, what is this called? Initialization. No, it is not initialization. Sorry, declaring. This is called declaration. I am declaring a variable as integer, so it is integer type. The value of I mean here what we will write, this should be integer. This should not be any character or any floating value. It will show error. It should always be perfectly an integer. See, it is an integer. So by defining like this, from the right hand side, the 67 value will be sitting inside the I, and now I type return I. Return I means nothing but the value inside I am returning to the method. So whenever I call method, I'm indirectly calling the value. Okay, I'll be telling where I'll call the method next. Now I'll be creating a character method. Same public static, as it is character value I'm returning, so the return type is character. Now char method, sorry, actually saying I have to character method. Now same, I have to take a value of character type, and I have to assign, I have to take a variable of character type, it is C. I have to assign a character value to that C. Let us say A. See, always remember, characters should be enclosed within this quotes. This is single quotes. Character should be enclosed, and a string should be enclosed within, this is called double quotes. Okay, so now I here declared the variable and initialized the variable. Now I am returning the A value, means C. Indirectly I am returning A here. Okay, for now let us take only two methods. Now my work is to call the method. What is mean by calling? I am indirectly telling my Java program to execute the logic inside my method. If you want to execute the logic inside your method, you have to call a method, and this method should be called within main method. It means the rules of the Java program is, in order to execute any of your code, that code should be called from the main method, or it should be written in the main method, so that you can execute your program. Nothing but, in simple words, always Java program, it will start from the main method and it will end within the main method. So here I am writing the code for main method. Main is also a method, so it will be having access specifier as public static access modifier, void return type main. It is a method name, open bracket close bracket, but within this will be having arguments of string argument type and arguments. So it will be having the open and close brackets. So now we have to call these methods, right? Simple calling a method, nothing but calling the method and doing this. See, This is what is called calling a method from main method, or calling a method with a return type. In the same way, let us call this also. Okay. For understanding, I'll be writing main start main end. This is called the operations or the body of the method called main. This is the implementation of the main method. Now I'll run the program. First, before running, Control S, you have to save your program, then run. This is called the run button. Or you can go here and see here, you can run. Proceed. See, main starts, main ends. What is this? Why I'm not getting value 67 and a? See, we wrote the method, and we have, why we wrote the method, we want to implement, I mean we want to perform this. See, we want to show the value inside the I, we want to show the value inside the C, but here I can't see anything. Why? Nothing. The main start and the main end are inside the statements called system.out.println. This is the reason why they are getting printed. This is the sentence, I mean statement, which is used to print your data on the console. On the console means you have to print them inside this. But I am getting it. The method print is defined for the type print string. See guys, I actually mislead you. Whatever I said is correct. In order to print the elements onto the console, you have to enclose that inside the system.out.println. But before enclosing like that, nothing. You are calling the methods from the main method, but you haven't stored the value. You just calling, just enough. The method will be called, okay, int method, it will be called and it will be executed. The value is returned. Here the value is returned, so you have to catch the value and store it in a variable. How? The return type here is integer now, so the same return type int, declare a variable like I1 and store the method's value in I1. Nothing, whatever, I'll explain you later, just to go with the flow. In the same manner, character C1 is equal to this. Okay, see what happens now. I wrote my code of main method and wrote the code of two methods which I want to call from the main method. Now I'll run. See, save, Control S. Here it is not saved. Without saving, you will be having this star. After saving, you will not have that star. Now the values will be printed. Why it is now they are not printing? Why? Because we haven't kept them inside the system.out.println. It means after storing the values, you have to keep them inside this statement in order to print. Now we'll call it print compulsory. See, I got the output. Nothing. I'll explain you overall how the JVM will work. See, now first whenever you click this run button inside your laptop, the JVM will find for the main class. I mean, I'm just giving an example. This is not like what you call inside. Many things will happen inside the JVM, I mean inside the laptop, but I'm just giving you a clear clarity. Inside what happens, you just forget it, just focus what I'm saying. After you click on this run button, the JVM will check for the main class. I mean, this is the class. See, this is the class. Inside this class, it will check for the main method. Starting from here, it will start from here. It will come to the next line, next line, next line, next line, next line, like this. It will come to here. Now here it found the main method. What happened here? What I did? Okay. It will come here. I mean, it came here. Okay, it found the main method. Now from the main method, the execution will start. It means from the main method, it will take the first statement as the input. I mean, it will read the first statement, and here what we have, system.out.println. So the main method will print whatever there inside the statement. It will print on the console, and it will come to the next line. Oh, here the JVM found int method. Int method means here it is ending with 2 parentheses, right? I said you every method will end with this 2 parentheses. So the JVM saw a method. Now JVM directly go from main method to the int method. From int method, it will go inside. I mean, it found the main method here, so it from the main class, it will search for the main method. Okay, it got the main method in the first line itself. It will go inside the main method. Oh, here someone has kept the 67 in I. Oh, it will store the I value in 67 in I value. And here again someone has returned the I value. So the value of I means the value of I will be returned to this main method. Means here it will, the value of I 67 is stored here. So it should be, I mean the value of I is 67, means it is 67. In that 67 must be stored in another variable, right? Because we have to print. Never in Java we can print a method. It is a method, it has some job it has done. Now you have to do your job. You have to declare a variable, and what's the type of the variable? It is of integer type. You have to declare that in this way. Then now the value inside this will be storing inside this. Okay, completed, right? Now JVM will come to the next line. It will read. Oh, again here got a method called character method. It will search for the character method. No, I doesn't found here. No. Okay, here it's called the character method. Now it will come inside this method. Oh, someone stored A inside C, and he returned the C value to character method. Now this C value will be here, so you have to store that C value in order to print. and its return type should be specified. Now as you have stored the values, you just print the values. Print is nothing but system.out.println. This is the line inside which you have to specify the values, I mean the data to be printed or the values to be get printed. In this way the JVM will consider your methods and it will give you the output for you. That's it guys.